This is Commander Sarah Okonkwo, retired, Terran Special Operations. I led Operation Ghost. 10 soldiers against 30,000 guards. 50,000 prisoners to rescue. An asteroid fortress that had never been breached. We breached it in 12 hours. This is Case File 829. This is how 10 humans liberated an empire's most secure prison. The Karathi Empire captured 50,000 human soldiers during the Battle of Meridian Reach. Instead of prisoner exchanges or negotiations, they transported our people to Zix-9, an asteroid fortress designed as a forced labor camp. For 2 years, our soldiers worked in their mines, extracting ore, building weapons, dying slowly from exhaustion and abuse. The Federation attempted diplomatic solutions. The Karathi laughed. They knew we could not assault the fortress. Their analysts had calculated the cost. 600 ships, 200,000 troops, 70% casualties. They believed those numbers made rescue impossible. Terran Special Operations Command did not see impossible. We saw a challenge. I was given 10 operators, the best of the best. Soldiers who had trained for years in infiltration, sabotage, and unconventional warfare. Each one worth a battalion in the right circumstances. Zix-9 would be the right circumstances. Our plan was insane by any conventional measure. Insert via stealth shuttle during a supply convoy. Infiltrate the fortress without detection. Disable security systems. Arm the prisoners. Turn 50,000 POWs into an army. Simple in concept. Nearly impossible in execution. We trained for 4 months. Memorized every schematic of the fortress we could obtain. Learned Karathi patrol patterns, communication protocols, security weaknesses. On June 3, 2371, we launched. The insertion was flawless. We attached to a supply transport and rode it through the defensive perimeter. When it docked, we detached and began cutting through an unmonitored section of hull. First rule of infiltration. The biggest security systems always have blind spots. The Karathi trusted their sensors and automated defenses. They did not expect enemies to simply cut through the wall. We were inside within 40 minutes. The fortress was enormous. 300 levels. 17 kilometers of corridors. 30,000 guards rotating through 8-hour shifts. 10 of us against all of that. We moved in 2-person teams through maintenance shafts and service corridors. The Karathi did not monitor these areas closely. Why would they? No enemy force could reach them. We could. The first 6 hours were silent movement. No contact. No kills. Just ghosts drifting through a machine that did not know we existed. By hour 4, we had mapped the security grid. By hour 5, we had identified the central control node. By hour 6, we were in position. Sergeant Chen and I breached the control center at exactly 0200 local time. Shift change. Minimal staff. Maximum confusion. We killed 7 Karathi technicians in 4 seconds. No alarms, no alerts. Just professionals doing our job. Then we went to work. The Karathi had built their security systems with redundancy, backup power, isolated networks, manual overrides, all good practices against external assault, useless against operators already inside the network. We did not disable their systems. We corrupted them. We made their sensors show empty corridors that were full of guards. We made their communications relay false orders. We made their automated turrets identify Karathi as hostile. By hour 7, the fortress was eating itself. Guards responded to phantom alerts and found nothing. Security teams received conflicting orders, and paralyze themselves with confusion. Automated systems began firing on their own personnel. We moved through the chaos like shadows. The armory was our primary target. 3 levels of weapons storage containing enough firepower to equip a small army. We had 50,000 soldiers waiting to become that army. Sergeant Tanaka's team secured the armory at hour 8. They eliminated 12 guards and opened the doors. Then we activated the prison intercom. Attention, all human prisoners. This is Terran Special Operations. We are here to take you home. Armory doors are now open on levels 47 through 49. Arm yourselves. Free yourselves. Kill anyone who tries to stop you. 50,000 humans had spent 2 years as slaves. They had watched friends die. They had suffered abuse and starvation and hopelessness. Now they had weapons, and they had permission. The uprising was not a battle. It was a tsunami. Prisoners flooded through corridors, overwhelming guards through sheer numbers. They knew the fortress better than their captors. They had worked every section during their imprisonment. They knew where to strike, where to cut, where to kill. 30,000 guards against 50,000 enraged soldiers who had nothing left to lose. The guards never stood a chance. My team coordinated the assault from the captured control center. We opened doors ahead of prisoner advances. We sealed corridors to trap Karathi reinforcements. We turned the fortress into a maze that only our people could navigate. By hour 10, organized resistance had collapsed. By hour 11, we controlled the docking bays. By hour 12, the first rescue ships arrived. We had transmitted a signal at hour 6, informing the Federation that Zix-9 was compromised. A task force had been waiting at the edge of the system, ready to move the moment they received word. They found 50,000 freed prisoners securing an asteroid fortress. They found 30,000 dead Karathi scattered through 300 levels. And they found 10 operators sitting in the command center, drinking captured alien coffee. We had not lost a single team member. The debriefing lasted 3 weeks. Command could not comprehend how 10 soldiers had accomplished what they calculated required 200,000. I explained it simply. Numbers matter in conventional warfare. When armies face armies, mathematics determines outcomes. But we did not fight an army. We fought a system. And systems have weaknesses that numbers cannot protect. One operator in the right place can disable a security grid. One team in the right corridor can open an armory. One signal at the right moment can turn prisoners into soldiers. We did not defeat 30,000 guards. We made 30,000 guards irrelevant. That is what special operations means. Finding the lever that moves the world. Applying force not where the enemy is strong, but where they are vulnerable. The Karathi built a fortress to contain 50,000 prisoners. They staffed it with 30,000 guards. They calculated it impregnable. They forgot that the prisoners were soldiers. They forgot that humans do not stop being dangerous when captured. They forgot that somewhere, someone was planning to come get them. We came. 10 soldiers. 12 hours. 50,000 freed. The Karathi call us ghosts now. They believe human special forces are supernatural. That we can walk through walls. That we see in darkness. That we cannot be stopped by any defense. They are wrong about the supernatural part. They are right about the rest. This is Commander Sarah Okonkwo, signing off. Case File 8. 2-9 is now closed. They said rescue was impossible. We sent 10 soldiers. 10 soldiers who turned an impregnable fortress into a graveyard. 10 soldiers who gave 50,000 humans their freedom. Let every enemy remember Zix-9. and let them wonder every night whether there are